Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing Avatar: The Last Airbender. This is Book 2, Chapter 14, titled City of Walls and Secrets. And I'm guessing the city they are referring to, that is Ba Sing Se. So we're finally going to see the actual city, now that we spent the majority of the last episode, on the walls and them defending the city, or defending the walls from this huge drill that the Fire Nation showed up with. And they managed to actually fend them off and defeat and destroy the drill and everything. So yeah, exciting to see what's to come now. Do you have anything you want to get into? No? Alrighty, then let's jump into it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions for Avatar: The Last Airbender and all the other shows that we are watching on our Patreon page. The link is down in the description below. And here we go. All right, that was chapter 14, City of Walls and Secrets indeed. Yeah, from what we've been hearing about Ba Sing Se and the beauty of the city and how it's the safest place and like the last safe place really in the world from the Fire Nation, and all these refugees going there. And yeah, I envisioned a whole other or different place, at least. Yeah, wow. It's straight up a prison. Like they're keeping their prisoners. They're keeping their citizens prisoners. Like controlling them and manipulating them and walling them in and making sure that no one is making any trouble. And if anyone is saying something out of line, then they'll just get arrested maybe, and then they'll try to do what they did to Jet there, as we saw, where they are basically hypnotizing him into believing that no, this is a free city and there's no war, nothing is going on, everything's good. And it's just, wow, so delusional.
And Toph saw it right away.
Yes. Well, she told them that it's not the place you think it is. She told them that from the get-go. But even that, like, did not prepare us for.
She said it's a prison.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, she definitely said so. But it's still like her just telling us a little bit about it, or telling the others about it a little bit, and mentioning just the word prison, and it didn't prepare me enough for what we were actually going to see and how they are controlling the city and its citizens. And it's definitely like, just like so many other things in this series, it's something that is drawing some inspiration from history and reality, and we do know about countries and cultures and leaders, at least just trying to control their citizens. We're not gonna get into the politics of the big world right now, and all the comparisons, but yeah, it is definitely a lot of it's quite real, even though it's so scary. And yeah,
I got some major 1984 vibes from this.
Yeah.
It's a book by George Orwell, and if you've ever heard about Big Brother, that's the book that it comes from. It's basically like a surveillance, post-apocalyptic surveillance society. And yeah, I don't want to talk too much into it because people who have seen it or read it knows what I'm talking about, but I got some major 1984 vibes.
Yeah. That. Exactly. Here it's the Daily, that's what they were called, right? Those the secret service, whatever. They are. It seems like they are controlling a lot of this, and they are the ones that you need to, make sure you don't say the wrong thing around them, and they will come and get you if you make any trouble. And this Long Feng guy, he is basically controlling pretty much everything, and the king is just a figurehead, even though he's saying it or putting it out there like, oh, he's a god and people worship him and he should not be sullied with the businesses of like war and, just yeah, basically what he's saying is like he's too important to do his job is what he's saying, where it's like, yeah, sure. And that makes me think that maybe even the king is a prisoner.
Well, he is basically a ventriloquist doll.
yeah. You could say that, and someone like Long Fang, he's the one who's got his hand up and controlling. That just gave me some weird images, but yeah, you know what we mean.
Just put it up there.
Nasty.
Sorry.
But besides all the, the big surprises when it comes to the city itself and how they are doing things and with all the walls and all the secrets, we still got some levity, like we know that we always get in most of these episodes, and especially from Aang and Sokka and Momo in this one.
Especially Momo.
Yeah, your Momo-ness. That was
I think we need to. Yeah, I think we need to. Make it a thing now. I'll just call him the Momo-ness.
Yes, his Momo-ness. That is what we're going to be calling him from now on. And I think I've even seen it's probably like a gif of Sokka and Aang doing the bowing back and forth and then hitting each other. I think I've seen that before. Before starting the series, because it's just it seemed familiar somehow. But that was a fun scene. And then some of the stuff going on at the party, just the deal with the bear and them being so confused about the fact that it's just a bear. It's not a platypus bear or an armadillo bear or
gopher
bear or whatever sort of bear. It's like, in this world, the most usual type of animal is a mix, it seems. And if you ever meet an animal that isn't
purebred,
a purebred animal, that's, oh, this place is so weird. Like, wait, what?
It's a nice little like meta comment.
Yeah. That was funny. And then Toph as well, while she was laying there and talking about, oh no, I know how to, behave and everything when you're at these, events. But I chose not to. And then she's just, picking her nose and burping and flicking boogers at everyone, and it's just tough.
Yeah. Well, I do understand that the feeling of not wanting to conform to stupid rules from the establishment.
Yeah, the norms of society, especially in a place like this where it's so over. Like, yeah, it's overkill, completely overkill. Of course, it's great to have some sort of institution that will protect people and some sort of government, but like, this is just fucking crazy, and it's not gonna lead to anywhere other, like, it's just gonna lead to the people being misinformed and not knowing about what's really going on out there, and if and when the war gets to Ba Sing Se and, the next time the Fire Nation attack, yeah, they might actually get through, because they were pretty damn close with that drill. Then, yeah, what are they gonna tell the people? Like, it's just that is really gonna create some panic, because they have not prepared their citizens at all for what's going on outside of the walls. So yeah, very, very scary.
But I think unless the refugees are going through that whole brainwashing thing, I think they might know about what's going on outside the walls.
Yeah, and that's why they're keeping the refugees, away from everybody else, so that they can't, do anything. And that is maybe something we're going to get more into, because I don't know for how long they've been, receiving a lot of refugees and housing them and all that. So it might be kind of a newer development that so many refugees are making their way to Ba Sing Se, and now they have to come up with some sort of system where they can keep them there without them talking to the other citizens, and then slowly maybe starting to hypnotize them and manipulate them into becoming like the rest of the citizens. And I don't know. They're at least trying that with Jet right now, the poor guy. And I do feel bad for him, even though, like we were saying during the episode, that, oh, come on, man, stop doing that. And you're being a bit delusional now, but we also understand where he is coming from, and he he wants to do good. He's just going about it the wrong way and focusing on the wrong people here, definitely. But hey, Iroh got to make some tea, a lot of it, and now he is the finest tea maker in the city. That's nice. At least something good is coming out of all this right now. And it was an interesting fight between Jet and Zuko, and they were pretty evenly matched. But I do think Zuko would have defeated Jet in the end, because he's really good with those swords. And then, of course, he can firebend, but he doesn't have to.
And he definitely proved that.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that his whole thing with like mind controlling citizens and not talking about the danger that is right at your doorstep, like basically literally at the doorstep because of the drill and everything. But I think this is like a very old question in relation to how to lead a country. Like, would you, for example, if you knew there was an invasion right at your doorstep, would you, as the leader, would you tell the people, or would you keep it secret and just
hope you can
manage to fight it off without engage, like letting them know? And
well, yeah. Of course, we don't have any experience as leaders or anything like that of leaders of a country or a community or anything. But I do believe, as a rule of thumb, that transparency, that's a good thing as a leader. Being able to inform the people and tell them about why you are making the decisions you're making, and how you're trying to make lives better for them. And I imagine there's some stuff that you do need to hide or maybe not talk about as much, just so that people won't panic. But I don't know, man. Like in this case, it definitely seems like it's not the right way to go about things and keeping everybody in the dark like that.
Anyway, I just wanted to point it out. It's something that we definitely seen before, and in other ways, for example, X-Files are dealing a lot with this as well, like how to like government secrets and all this.
Oh yeah, of course, with the aliens.
Exactly, and trying to deal with it without engaging the public. And I think a lot of invasion movies are about that dilemma, and it's just
yeah, and it's always like we don't want to create a panic. That seems to be like the main reason why they like usually don't want to tell the people about aliens or invasions or whatever is going on.
We can definitely understand that, and just in what our time right now with the whole pandemic going on, there's definitely also some relevancy in that.
Yeah, and like the world that we live in now, like even though most of the people in the world, I would say, yeah, pretty much everyone knows about this pandemic, and the information is out there, and how other countries are dealing with it, and what you can do. There are still a lot of people who don't believe in it, or believe that the government is not telling them the truth, and it's a hoax, or it's some sort of biochemical weapon, or so it's being a leader, that's especially being a leader of a country or a nation, it's can't be easy at all,
especially not in dire times.
Nope. But I guess that's when you really get to see who your leaders are, and like they get to prove their mettle. So yeah, and will this king get to do anything, or is he purely a puppet? I'm curious about that.
And then there's always the question: what happened to Judy? And was it just straight out execution?
Ooh, yeah, that would be a bit dark, but
and they have the technology to hypnotize / brainwash, so maybe she could be, become someone else and be sent back to the. I'm betting that she's either been executed or she's in Gulag.
Yeah, that seems very likely. Do you have anything else?
Nope.
Alright, then that's gonna do it for this reaction and review of Avatar The Last Airbender, Book 2, Chapter 14, City of Walls and Secrets. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you very soon. Bye!
Bye!